Hey guys, how is it going? I hope everyone is doing okay when you tune in and see this. So this is going to be a general reading for both Capricorn and Aquarius. So general readings can cover anything like love, work, friends, health, money, etc. Alright, so always take it how it may resonate for you. And if it doesn't resonate, always feel free to check out your other placements. For instance, like what is your sun, moon, and rising. And if you don't know, you can do a free birth chart online. Astrology Cafe is one that I like to use. Even if you don't have your exact birth time, you can find out your other placements. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start with Capricorn here first, and then we'll be shuffling the cards and switching over to Aquarius. I will be adding timestamps after the live is done for some people who just want one or the other. Alright, so we're going to do a quick sound bell here to just kind of tap into the energies of Capricorn. And also it's a great chance for us to kind of tap into our body, take a couple of deep breaths if you feel guided, and also for me to connect with my guides to make sure I'm giving you guys the messages as clearly as possible. Alright, so let's go ahead and do a sound bell here for Capricorn. Okay. Capricorn. Give me 1 second, guys. Hermes, get your ass down. Don't play with me. Get down. No. No. Get down. I'm watching you. Alright, sorry guys, that's my dog Hermes acting out. Okay. So Capricorn, let's see what we have coming up here for you for September. Alright, so we'll go ahead and call out your cards and then kind of go in order here. So you've got the Strength card in the right side up position. You have the King of Sacred Circles in the right side up position. You have the 10 of Sacred Circles in the right side up position. And you have the Hierophant in the right side up position as well here, Capricorn. Alright, so, you know, we can see right off the bat here, Capricorn, that you do have a lot of changes coming up, and maybe some of them have already started to take place. You've got 1 major arcana in the past and 2 in the main 4 here in the future, current, present energy. So for some of you guys, Capricorn, you could be dealing with a Leo, a Taurus, and we also have a little bit of Pisces energy here as well as far as the majors. If you're not dealing with someone who's one of those sun signs, you could have a lot of that in your birth chart, or maybe someone else does, or it could be referencing you know, Leo season and Taurus season, or even Pisces season, okay? Or it means nothing at all. Alright, so that's also something that can happen, but I just want to mention it in the beginning. So again, only take what parts may resonate for you. Alright, but let's see here, Capricorn. Now, as far as your minor arcana, I want to see which one is the most dominant, okay? So it looks like it's Sacred Circles, also known as Pentacles here, okay? Well, actually, you really have a tie. You've got 3 Pentacles cards, and you've got 3 Swords cards, and the rest are majors. So Pentacles, or Sacred Circles as it's known in one of these decks here, can talk about money, finances, or being valued or not being valued, okay? That's an underlying theme possibly to your reading. Now, because it's also tied with the Swords cards, and Pentacles are earth sign energy, just like you, Capricorn, or depending on where you have Capricorn in your chart. So it can also talk about Virgo and Taurus, right? We said Taurus was here as well. And then with the swords energy, we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? But the swords in the tarot can talk about our mental health. So is my mental health in a good place, a not so good place? Those are kind of, you know, example questions that we can ask, all right? But again, it's kind of like an underlying theme to your reading here, so we'll get more into it as we go through here, Capricorn. But let's also talk about the key dates when some of these things may occur. They're not set in stone. It's just meant as a guideline, as this is a general reading meant for multiple people. But these four top cards here, the four cards on the top, we're going to talk about the dates real quickly. I'll say them again later, so it's nothing again to like worry about too much. Okay, so we're saying that the first card can be from around September 1st through the 8th. The second card can be from around September 9th through the 16th. The third card can be from around September 17th through the 23rd. And the fourth card can be from around September 24th through September 30th or so, or maybe even into the first couple of days of October. All right, but let's see here. So Capricorn, we're starting off your reading here, and as you come to this reading, it could be about you, or someone you're dealing with, multiple people you're dealing with, or your general environment situation, right? But we start off with the Strength card, Leo energy, in the right side up position, okay? And when we talk about the first card too, it can be energy we're picking up from the recent past, okay? But this is a great manifestor card. This is for momentum and progress. All right, so somebody or some energy here is feeling very strong, very confident, very capable, okay? So we see this African woman here, and she's kind of tamed this wild lion, okay? Now, I have to pause your reading right here, Capricorn, and say, you know, when is the best time to accomplish something that is within my control? I do it for all the readings, right? All the zodiac signs. So you really don't have any energetic blockages or challenges in your reading this time, which is kind of rare, so that's really nice, Capricorn, okay? So you really have green lights through all of September and in the general sense, okay? So you have a lot of forward momentum and progress here. If it was me, I would still say that the third and the fourth week are really good and the best time to maybe do something, but not to say that the first and the second week aren't great as well. But to me personally, the third and the fourth are even better, okay? So if there's something that you wanted to accomplish within your control, that is, within your control, then I would do it in the third and the fourth week of September here. So I'm going to just go ahead and make sure as well that we have audio on here. Okay, yes, we do. So just double checking, because I've been having some Mercury retrograde stuff going on with my computers and phones lately. Okay, so this first week though, Capricorn, we've got a lot of energy present here, and it looks like this is where Spirit wanted to put all of your cards, the top and the bottom of the two different tarot decks that we use. It's all under that first week, okay? And remember how I said that the first card can be picking up energy from the past? Well, it looks like there was a lot of I like to call it homework, okay, that was done here in the past to make it possible for all of these green lights, this forward momentum and progress, to show up here in the future, current, present position. But let's kind of go over the stuff in the past too, just so we can get a little bit of a more of an understanding. All right, so the first two cards here, past energy, we have the Nine of Swords in the right side up position and the Knight of Swords in the right side up position. And again, it's just giving us more insight into why this Strength card is showing up here for you, Capricorn. So it could be that in the past, and it could be a couple days ago, weeks, months, years, etc., whatever the past is for you or for them, vice versa, there could have been a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of anxiety, worry, overthinking with this Nine of Swords in the right side up position. But then, you know, whenever this happened in the past, it also led to, or in addition to that, it led to some type of medium-sized communication or offer coming through when we see this Knight of Swords in the right side up position. And I just kind of want to show you the cards a little bit closer so you can see some of the imagery, okay? So when this medium size, I say medium because it's a Knight of Swords, not a page or a king, but when this energy came through, it could have, you know, brought something that was a little bit of fated energy or even karmic. I say that because of the cards even underneath those that we'll get into in a minute here. But when I say medium-sized communication or opportunity, right, it's not the hugest opportunity or communication, and it's not the smallest, okay? Now again, this could have come from you to someone else, or from someone else to you, or it could have even come in, Capricorn, from your spirit guides, guardian angels, etc. All right, but let's see, you know, what some of this karmic energy that I was talking about showing up here as well, or kind of faded energy in the past. So we'll look at these cards as well, the top and the bottom of your other deck. Past information, okay, would give us more insight about why the Strength card is here. So in the past, we have the Three of Swords in the reverse position, and then we have the Judgment card in the right side up position, okay? So in the past, there could have been some type of healing, letting go of some type of pain, hurt, heartache, or even lower vibrational frequencies that led to overthinking, right? We know that with the Nine of Swords when it was in the right side up position as well. So it's like we had that energy, then there was this communication or offer, medium size, that came through, okay, that helped move along some of this healing or letting go of those things. And then we have that Judgment card in the right side up position as well. So this could have been some type of judgment call that you made or someone else made, or your general environment situation. It could have been that someone's actions were now justified, or your actions were justified. But it really talks about, you know, asking ourselves and others, right? Do we want to resurrect something, or do we want to let it go? So here in this deck, we see this woman kind of floating upwards towards the light. She looks like she's underwater. It looks like a very dream kind of like feeling. We see her bed in the background. But if there was a judgment that went through, a final decision that either wasn't in your favor or someone else's, or the general environment situation, there is a little warning with this card to just not get into any self-destructive energies. But I don't feel that that's necessarily for you. It's just kind of there because of the rest of the cards that come out over here on the top and the current present energies. I don't feel like that, you know, that self-destruction part is really for you. Okay, so I probably shouldn't have even said it, but I did. It's for someone, maybe a small few of you guys, but or for the other person, again, if it's not you, Capricorn, and it's someone else. But I feel, you know, generally with this judgment call, whatever it was, it is something that was good, okay, even if it didn't feel good at the time in the past, because of what came out in the future, current, present energies. I feel ultimately that it was good for you. Now, with this Judgment card here as well, the faded kind of energy, the karmic energy that I was talking about, is when you see this card in other decks, you see kind of the description from the Bible, the Last Judgment, right? So talking about resurrection or reincarnation, or yeah, more resurrection, I guess, because I don't think they talk about reincarnation, but I guess it's another way to say resurrection. But basically you would see all these people in their graves, and then you would see an archangel, Michael, I believe, blowing his horn and telling them to rise up out of their graves, to come out. Okay, so that is kind of that faded karmic energy that's around in the Judgment, you know, energy of the card itself. Okay, so it's almost like whatever this judgment that was made, either by you or someone else here, Capricorn, in the past, it was like fated to possibly go down the way that it did. Again, whether you wanted to resurrect something, or someone else did, or you decided, you know what, I'm going to put it to rest, I'm done with it. So again, whatever this is, and it's going to be different for everybody because of course this is a general reading, it feels like with all this good energy here on the top and forward momentum and progress that that it was ultimately a good thing here, Capricorn. All right. So we now move into your second card, your second week of September. So we're just going to show you again, we go from the Strength card in your first week of September to the King of Sacred Circles, also known as King of Pentacles, in the right side up position in your second week. And we said this could be from around, September 9th through the 16th or so. It's not set in stone. But I call this like the inheritance card, okay? So of course we have Earth sign energy here, like you, Capricorn, but also Taurus and Virgo. All right, so really nice grounded energy. But you see this older Native American man with his gray hair, right? And he's playing the drum. So he's passing down something. That's why it's an inheritance card. He could be passing down money because this is a Sacred Circle or Pentacles card that talks about money. But he also could be passing down some type of value that's not just money, okay? So he recently went through some type of enlightenment. We see the storm behind him, and now he's willing to pass these things on. It's important to him to pass it to the younger generation. So when we see this card here too, Capricorn, it could be like a divine masculine in your life that's representing this energy, that's like a mentor to you, or it could be someone that just displays a lot of masculine energy. But whatever it is very abundant. Again, it is forward momentum and progress, okay? So when I typically think of Capricorns, they're, sun sign Capricorns, let's say as a generalization, are very hardworking, right? And so, money is important to them or to you, but also not just money, but like doing a good job. And the importance of it is really connected to Capricorn's confidence, okay? So doing a good job, again, with this type of inheritance energy of passing something down to the younger generation, or just also the importance of words and stories, because in the Native American culture, right, they have that oral tradition of passing down stories. So it could be that something is told to you that's really important in the second week, Capricorn, or you tell someone else something really important in this second week, but it doesn't have to be, okay? But let's keep going though and see what else we have here for you. So, talking about money and values, right? So, I use this example all the time, and so if you've seen me before, sorry, I haven't come up with a new example yet, right? But when we talk about pentacles and value, society or employer or the standards of whatever our job is going to pay us a certain amount for our time. So we're valued in a certain way. So when we talk about your third card, the 10 of Sacred Circles, also known as 10 of Pentacles, in the third week, can be from around September 17th through the 23rd or so. It's like now there is more money, okay? Financial blessings, or now there is or more value. Something is being valued. Someone or something is now being valued. We also have a really nice sense of community here. We see all these Native American huts, gathered together. All right, and so we also see the full moon in the background. Now the full moon that we have coming up in September is not until the 29th of September. Okay, so that would be more your fourth card, but because it's hinting in the third week, it could be something, is going to be fully culminated or fully at its highest level when we do have that full moon on the 29th, towards the end of September. But you could start feeling it before that, okay, even a week before that for some of you guys, okay? But it is also about endings and new beginnings, so financial new beginnings perhaps, or, value new beginnings, okay? But it's so beautiful. I mean, again, like, let's just look at all three of your cards so far. I'm like, Capricorn, this is an amazing reading. What the hell? No, I'm happy. Jealous, but a little happy. No, I'm just kidding. We all have Capricorn somewhere in our chart. But you know, you go from Strength card as your first card, then you have King of Sacred Circles or King of Pentacles right side up, and then you have 10 of Sacred Circles or 10 of Pentacles right side up, okay? So again, just some really, you know, nice energy. But it didn't, we talked about the past already in the beginning, so it didn't come out of nowhere, right? It's not like this wasn't earned, okay? So definitely enjoy this, okay? But let's see what else we have here, Capricorn. As we get to the end of September and your fourth card, we have the official card here for Taurus, the Hierophant, okay? And we said this could be from around September 24th through September 30th, or maybe even into the first couple of days of October, right? But this is can be a card that talks about leadership qualities. So maybe you are feeling more called to step into some type of leadership role yourself, and or it could also be that you are reaching out to a mentor, a spiritual guru, a guide, a teacher, right? This definitely talks about teaching, okay, or teacher vibes, okay, as I like to say. So this card also carries this kind of background, not noise, but background information where it talks about schools and institutions and higher forms of learning. So that's why I kind of said it has that teacher vibe. But we see these two women here and this woman in the center. Okay, and so she represents that teacher, mentor, spiritual guide, or priest. And so they're coming to her for guidance or for answers, and she's going to try to help them as best that she can. Okay, so again, this could be you doing that, and or in addition to you seeking that out from someone else. But it's really still a nice energy. It's still a green light. It's still, you know, for momentum and progress. And, you know, you really have here, Capricorn, remember how I said in the beginning you have 3 Swords cards, air sign energy, and 3 Pentacles cards, earth sign energy. Then you have fire and the Leo card, the Strength card. And you got a little bit of water down here with Pisces. So you've got a little bit of everything here as far as this kind of balanced energy with earth, air, and fire and water, okay? So that's nice to see as well, Capricorn. But let's also see what your tarot confirmation card is. So it's going to come in here and confirm all 4 cards, all 4 weeks that we just kind of talked about. And it is a combination of past and future energy, okay? And it's so beautiful because it's another Pentacles card, all right? So now you have the 6 of Pentacles in the right side up position, following the Taurus card, the Hierophant card here, okay? And it's like, yes, if we continue with the energy where it is right now, there's going to be balance. We were just talking about all the elements balanced, right? So 6 of Pentacles, 3 and 3 on each side. So it is about, you know, gaining momentum and moving forward and gaining more money or finances, okay, but also gaining more value. So it's like, yes, it's not a 2 of Pentacles, it's a 6 of Pentacles, but it's not necessarily that 10 of Pentacles or 10 of Sacred Circles that you had in the 3rd week. So it could be saying here, Capricorn, that, you know, if there is something where you have to, you know, pay some money out in some way to some government or schools or institutions with the Hierophant card or whatever it may be, because it's a general reading, that you'll still have enough to save, and you'll still have enough to keep, you know, going back up to another 10 of Pentacles, okay? But it's really great too, because it's like we see in this card someone's holding these flowers, and all the flowers are kind of blooming around the Pentacles. So it's planting the seeds for the future, and of course, you know, making you know, good financial choices, okay? But also, if it is not finances, it could just be value, right? So if there's some type of teacher, mentor, spiritual guide, or leadership role within yourself that somehow you feel has taken away part of your value in some way, This Six of Pentacles is coming in here and saying, well, that's not true. You still have a lot to be thankful for, and you still have a lot of people that value you, or circumstances also, or energy in general that values you. So just keep building is kind of what I'm hearing here for you, Capricorn. All right. So let's see what your oracle card for this time period also says. So this is from the Rebecca Campbell Starseed Oracle deck. And the card that you got for this time period and beyond, Capricorn, is a new earth. And we see this woman standing in the water, and she's looking at earth and space. And it basically says, it's happening. Keep holding the vision, okay? And I want to kind of put that with the Strength card in your first week and the Six of Pentacles that was your last tarot card, okay? Because it's really, you know, again, like, it is going to happen. Keep strong, right? Keep being, having lots of courage here, Capricorn. And just whatever your vision is or whatever you want to manifest, just keep focus on that, okay? And it says basically that it is happening for you, okay? So beautiful, Capricorn. All right, so that is your message, dear Capricorn. I will be uploading your photo, the one photo that I take of all these cards I took earlier. So if that's something that you want to see, all you have to do is go to my Facebook page, Malessea Magic Light, the same name as my YouTube. All right, if you're watching this on YouTube or if you're watching this on Facebook Live, you can also just look up Malessea Magic Light. And then once you see this video posted, underneath it, the first comment will be one of the photos for Capricorn. All right, if you feel guided and that's something that you want to do. But yes, thank you again for all the likes and subscribes and shares of the video. They're all great free ways to support. So let's go ahead. I'm going to check the time now, and we're going to switch over to Aquarius energy. All right, so we're at about 27 minutes. So I'm going to make a mental note of that, and then I will be putting it in the timestamps for later for people who just want one or the other, right? And I also put in the timestamps, you know, before shuffling and after shuffling for one of the zodiac signs in the video. I don't do both on screen just because of time and everything. All right, so some people like to watch the shuffling, and some people maybe don't have time or don't necessarily care, which is totally cool too. So I put both of those options in the timestamps. All right, so we're going to let the cards charge with the crystals a little bit. We're going to do another sound bell, which is a great way to also clear the energy of the cards. And then I want to also do a little incense right now as well. So clearing with smoke is a great way to also release energy from the previous reading. Not everybody can handle incense or smoke, right? So you can just do the sound bell or just clear it with energy and crystals, so you don't have to do the smoke. But for me, I like it, and I do have quite a few animals, and so I'm always like, let's make it smell better in here. Get some of the animals smell out too. So I have a couple fans on, so it's going to take a minute to kind of get this going, but there we go. All right. So just kind of hold it over the cards a little bit here. Let it do its thing. I hope everyone is doing well, doing great. Again, feel free to leave a comment if you feel guided. Any interaction with the video in the first couple of days does help YouTube's algorithms share it more with others, so it is another free way to help support the channel here if you feel guided. Alright. Do a little bit more on this one. And then we'll do our sound bell. I'm going to go ahead and just put this out for now because, and not burn my, not burn my blankets. Okay, my thing here. Okay, we're good. All right. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing a couple more readings today too, so that's why I'm not going to burn all of the incense right now. But anyway, let's go ahead and do our sound bell as well, okay? So this is, again, a good way to clear the energy of the cards and for ourselves to take a couple of deep breaths just to reconnect with our body. Also for me to reconnect with my guides to make sure that I'm speaking as clearly as possible the messages from them to you. All right, so here we go for Aquarius. All right, let's see here, Aquarius. What we have coming up for you for September. All right, let's do some shuffling here. Just gonna kind of throw them in there first and then do some shuffling. Spirit, guide my hands, please. Messages for Aquarius, the water bear, for September 2023. What do they need to see? What do they need to know? And of course, everyone is welcome, regardless of where you have Aquarius in your chart. Alright. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for air sign Aquarius, the water bear, for September 2023, Aquarius. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Messages for air sign Aquarius, the water bearer, for September 2023, for their highest vibration and truth, Aquarius. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Messages for air sign Aquarius, the water bearer, for September 2023. What does Aquarius need to see, need to know for their highest good? Messages for Aquarius for September 2023. Okay, one more. Messages for Aquarius for September 2023. Please guide my hands, please. Messages for air sign Aquarius, the water bearer, for September 2023. What do you need to see? What do you need to know? Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for air sign Aquarius the water bearer, for the highest good and vibration for September. Alright, let's start with this one. Okay. And just make sure we got a little bit of music going. Alright. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for air sign Aquarius for September 2023. 4 cards only, please. Messages for Aquarius. Messages for Aquarius. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Messages for air sign Aquarius for September 2023. What does Aquarius need to see? What does air sign Aquarius need to know for their highest good? Messages for Aquarius. Messages for Aquarius. Air sign Aquarius for their highest good for September 2023. Alright, so we're going to take the top and the bottom too. Figure out in a moment how Spirit wants those cards exactly. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Messages for air sign Aquarius, the water bearer for September 2023. 1 card only, please, Spirits. Messages for Aquarius. Messages for Aquarius. Alright. Same thing, we're going to take the top and the bottom. Spirits, please guide my hands. Messages for air sign Aquarius, the water bearer for September 2023. 1 card only, please, Spirits. Messages for Aquarius. Alright, 2 wanted to come out, but I'm going to confirm because we're only going to take 1. Let's see. Spirits, did you want the Star Brothers Oracle card for this Aquarius September reading? Okay. And Spirits, do you want this Trust the Timing Oracle card for this Aquarius reading? Oh, they said yes to both. Alright, I'll take both of them. Okay. At least we're not reading from a book and it's not a long thing at the end, so I'll do it. Alright, let's see here where they want these cards and how they want them real quickly. Spirits and love and light, respect and reverence before, during, and after. Thank you for all advice, wisdom, and guidance given. And thank you, of course, for listening. Spirits, did you want the 2 of Swords in the reverse position to represent the first tarot card for this Aquarius September reading? Okay, thank you. And Spirits, did you want the 3 of Swords in the reverse position to represent the 3rd tarot card for this Aquarius September reading? Thank you. And Spirits on Love and Light, did you want the Emperor in the reverse position to represent the 4th tarot card for this Aquarius September reading? No? Okay, let me double check. Spirits, just to confirm again, you want the Emperor in the right side up position to represent the 4th tarot card for this Aquarius September reading? Alright, they said yes, so we'll leave it. Well, let's double check what they want here too. Alright, Spirits, did you want the Ace of Swords in the reverse position to represent what's on top of this Ancestral Path Tarot deck for this Aquarius September reading? Thank you. And Spirits, did you want the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse position to represent what's on the bottom of this Ancestral Path Tarot deck for this Aquarius September reading? Thank you. And Spirits and Love and Light, did you want the King of Cups in the reverse position to represent what's on top of the Hermetic Tarot deck for this Aquarius September reading? Thank you. And Spirits, did you want the Princess of Pentacles in the reverse position to represent what's on what's on the bottom of this Hermetic Tarot deck for this Aquarius September reading? Okay. So they want all those cards in those placements. Now, My intuition is telling me, but we will confirm, that they want all of them in this first week. That kind of seems to be a theme for some of the readings for September so far. But let me double check just in case. Alright. Spirits, did you want me to talk about the Knight of Cups in the reverse position and the Princess of Pentacles in the reverse position when I talk about the Two of Swords in the reverse position? Okay, thank you. And Spirits, did you want me to talk about the Ace of Swords in the reverse position and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse position when I talk about the Two of Swords in the reverse position? Okay, alright, so they want that there. So we will do it, alright. It can have something to do with the astrology, right? We do have Venus coming out of retrograde and going direct in that first week of September. So it has something to do with that, but doesn't have to. Could just be something to do with the collective unconscious as well. So let's go ahead and take the photo before I forget, and then we'll get started, Aquarius. Alright. So let's see what time it is, so I can also add that in the timestamps. We're at 41 minutes. Okay, so good to know. Alright, let's see what we have here for you, Aquarius, for September. Alright, let's go ahead and call out your cards, and then we'll kind of go in order here, okay? So we have the Two of Swords in the reverse position here. We've got the Three of Staves, also known as Three of Wands, in the right side up position. We have the Three of Swords in the reverse position, and we have the Emperor in the right side up position. Now we'll talk about the other cards a little bit later. Let's see, so Aquarius. You have two major arcanas, okay, so it's not necessarily good or bad, we just like to mention it. So you've got the Emperor, this is Aries energy up in your future, current, present energies. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune in the past position. So the Wheel of Fortune is 4 different zodiac signs. That's Leo, Aquarius, yourself, right? Taurus, and Scorpio. So for some of you guys, Aquarius, you could be dealing with an Aries, another Aquarius, a Leo, Taurus, or Scorpio, but it doesn't have to be. It could also be you have a lot of that in your chart, or the other person does, or it could be referencing one of those seasons, like Aries season, Scorpio season, Taurus season, etc. Okay? Or it means nothing at all, but yeah, I just like to do it in the beginning. Okay? Now let's see here, Aquarius, what is the majority of your minor arcana, okay? So you've got 4 swords cards, so it's probably going to be swords, but let me double check. Then you've got a cup, a pentacle, and a wand, and the other 2 are your majors. So it's definitely swords is the majority of your minor arcana. And so that can mean an underlying theme to your reading. So swords in the tarot talk about air sign energy like yourself, Aquarius, or depending on where you have Aquarius in your chart. Also Gemini and Libra, okay? But it talks about our mental, our mind, our crown chakra. So a couple of example questions could talk about mental health. So is my mental health in a good place, a not so good place, that kind of thing, okay? So again, just something to, you know, that we talked about in the beginning. Okay. So let's see now, Aquarius, we'll talk about the couple of dates coming up that may occur for you when these cards come through. Okay, so it's not set in stone, but it is a guideline. Of course, since this is a general reading meant for multiple people. But we're going to say that the first card can be from around September 1st through the 8th, and I'll say these dates again when we're on each one. Second card can be from around September 9th through the 16th. Third card can be from around September 17th through the 23rd. And fourth card can be from around September 24th through September 30th, or even into the first couple of days of October. It will vary for everybody, but again, it's just a kind of general guideline. Okay, so let's see here, Aquarius, what we have going on. If you watch the shuffling, you know that I was saying that a lot of the readings for September has had a lot of energy happening in that first week. Again, it could be part of the collective unconscious, It also has something to do with the astrology or the Venus retrograde now going direct in September. But let's kind of, excuse me, my nose is itchy, break down, you know, why this card is here. First, what it means, and then why it's here when we go into the 4 cards underneath it, okay? So because this is your first card in particular, Aquarius, this could be energy from the recent past that we're also still kind of picking up. But we've got the 2 of Swords in reverse position, and this is what we would call a good reversal here, okay? Because we don't want to be stagnant and not making a decision, okay? That would be if the card was right side up. So when it's reversed, it's like someone has now possibly made some type of decision. It could be you, Aquarius, or someone else, or multiple people, or the general environment situation, okay? But it's like now there is some type of decision being made, but if it's not a decision, it could also be that there is, no, it feels like a decision though. Well, let's find out, right? Because that's why these cards here are underneath here. You've got in the past position here, the Knight of Cups reversed and the Princess of Pentacles reversed. So you've got this really kind of youthful energy from the past, both being in the reverse position, okay? The Knight and the Princess. There could have been in the past here, Aquarius, some type of refusal to grow up in some way, or I don't know if that's the right way to say it for everybody. A refusal to level up in one area of your life, or even multiple areas of your life, okay? Because normally if the Princess and the Knight were in the right side up position, they would eventually become a king and a queen, right? So leveling up would be taking the next step in one area of our life or multiple areas of our life. So because they are in the reverse position here in the past, there could have been this kind of blockage. Okay, I just want to show you the cards a little bit closer so you can see all the imagery in the smaller white and black cards. All right, so Aquarius, this could have been something that was to do with emotions, because you have the Knight of Cups reversed, okay? Cups and Tarot are emotions. It could have also been something financial, or, yeah, in addition to emotions, could have also been something financially that wasn't ready to mature or grow up, like I originally said, but which wasn't ready to mature kind of sounds a little bit nicer. Okay, and again, it's going to be different for everybody, the details of it, but I feel that in the past there was a lot of confusion around something, okay, because we're talking about these cards with this Two of Swords in the reverse position. Why is this decision now finally being made? Why is there suddenly now movement, right? Because in the past, again, with this Ace of Swords reversed and the Wheel of Fortune reversed, there was a lot of confusion in the past around some type of ending and new beginning, perhaps. And there was also this distrust that it was like the right timing with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse position. Okay? So I don't know for all of you guys, Aquarius, if this Two of Swords in the reverse position, that this decision is now being made because maybe some of you guys were tired of being in this place in the past, of being confused, of not wanting to mature in some way, or one area of your life to mature in some way, whether it was emotions and or finances. So maybe you guys got tired of this and decided to come out of that energy, okay? So that kind of leads us into your second card, second week. All right. And now we have the Three of Staves in the right side up position, also known as Three of Wands. And so we said this could be from around September 9th through the 16th, okay? But now we have a little bit more movement, right? So we go from the first week of making that decision, coming out of this stagnant energy, energetic blockage, gentle reminder or challenge, and now we're having movement. And now it could be that you or someone else here, Aquarius, or the environment, the energy, is wanting to start socializing again, and slowly, right? So coming back out into circulation, we see this couple getting off of the boat from the Nile River in ancient Egypt, and they're bringing gifts to go to some kind of party, okay? So now we have, you know, some type of growth and prosperity, but also like not only a celebratory energy, possibly not like a big huge like party, but you know, kind of some good vibes here coming in, which is nice, of course. But it's almost like to get to the Three of Staves or Three of Wands, there had to be some introspection, some people watching, kind of asking other people for advice for this card to even show up here, okay? So that is cool, right? But let's keep going here, Aquarius, and see, you know, what else we have. Sorry, my throat. I forgot my water too, but that's okay. I will survive. So yes, so now we're coming into the third week, which is some really beautiful healing again. Maybe some stuff still from the past needed to heal here, or maybe it's some new stuff, right? We'll find out, but it will be different for everybody. But basically, we go from the second week, the Three of Staves in the right side up position, to now the Three of Swords in the reverse position. Okay, and this is again what we call a good reversal. So it's talking about letting go of pain, hurt, heartache, betrayal, lower vibrational frequencies, or being mentally confused and exhausted about something. So somebody or some person, you yourself, is coming out of that. Okay, so that's why it's a good reversal. So a lot of deep healing going on in that third week of September, and we said it could be from around September 17th through the 23rd or so. But that's beautiful, and it's almost like maybe because also of this socializing that's done in the second week, that like facilitates even more healing too, right? So if we get back out into circulation, socializing doesn't have to be physically socializing, it could be energetically socializing, right? Doing stuff online, what have you. But excuse me, it's like your friends, your support system, whether that is not only friends but mental health care worker, romantic partner, family, etc., whatever it is, they are like, we're here for you, and so you can let go of those things now, right? So it kind of creates like a little like safety net, I guess, if you want to say. But yeah, that looks really nice. Okay, so I mean, you Aquarius, much like the Capricorn reading, you really don't have any energetic blockages or gentle reminders or challenges, as I like to call them, in any of these cards here, okay? There's a little bit of a slowdown of energy in the first week, but it's still good, and then it really picks up and keeps going. So, you know, if there was something that's right, we got to pause the reading here, right, and say, if there was something that you wanted to accomplish within the month of September, within your own control, like traveling or manifesting something in particular, I would say that the second and the fourth week, okay? The second and the fourth weeks are the best time to do that, all right? But let's see what we have here in the fourth week. Again, we said it could be around September 24th through September 30th, or even into October, right? It's not set in stone, but here we have the Emperor, and we've got Aries energy here, okay? So now we have this fiery energy coming in. We said that you had all these swords cards, right? So air sign energy, just like you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Then we had a little bit of earth here, a little bit of water back here, and now we finally have a little bit of fire, okay? And so with this Emperor energy though, this could now be when, it doesn't have to be connected, but it can be, that in the past, if there was something that needed to or wanted to mature as far as our emotions or as far as our finances, possibly now in the 4th week or towards the end of September, that is going to be when it shows up. Because the Emperor is the king on his throne. He's, you know, secure, right? He's, again, has his support system behind him that represents his throne. Okay, the same thing we talked about in the 2nd week. He is, you know, a really good leader, right? Leadership qualities. He could be, they sometimes talk about the Emperor with like being like the police, or what else do they say? You know, somebody that is in a higher position of authority. It could also be someone who's like a business person that's like the CEO of a company, let's say. But it, again, doesn't have to be. It's really just this great energy of manifesting something. So he's holding his staff here, and on the staff is this bird, okay? So that bird is going to fly eventually, and so that is our ability to see things from a higher perspective, to see all the pieces to... Hold on. No! That's the ability to see all the pieces of the puzzle, you know, coming together. So the king or the emperor is going to do that if he's got to have to do something regarding his kingdom or war, etc., right? He's got to like make these really important decisions and look at all the different aspects, okay? That's enough, Hermes. The mailman is gone now. Okay, sorry guys. So yeah, so again, this is, we would also call the Emperor a green light for momentum, speed, progress. The only thing I would say about the Emperor is he can be a little bit stubborn sometimes, right? I mean, everybody can, but just don't get like necessarily set in your ways here, Aquarius, if there is a leveling up or a maturity to something. Just kind of remain to kind of stay open a little bit, if that makes sense, okay? So let's also talk about now your tarot confirmation cards. So it's going to come in and confirm all 4 weeks, all 4 cards that we just kind of talked about. Okay, so this is a combination of past and future energy. And we have the Princess of Swords in the right side up position here. Oops. Just so you can see the card. All right. And so we have, again, more air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, but she comes in because she's a confirmation card. She follows the Emperor, right? So she's almost like, she's like, again, if you are in a leadership role, or if you were feeling more confident, if you're not necessarily in a leadership role, the Princess of Swords is like, again, remain open. When I was talking about the Emperor Aries energy can sometimes get, not everyone, not all the time, get a little stuck in their ways. She's coming in there and saying, don't do that, right? Because she's the Princess of Swords. So she's not a king or a queen. She's open to learning new things. So it's saying, stay open here, Aquarius, right? But also, yeah, in this deck, they show this Princess of Swords. She almost looks like Medusa here. So there's all these kind of snakes coming out of her hair. And so that, you know, snakes represent change and evolution, right? And all of those things. So I think it's just kind of saying, you know, to stay open to change here, just to be confident, to, yes, mature and level up in one area of your life or multiple areas of your life, but just, you know, don't stay there forever or get stagnant, okay? All right, Aquarius. Hopefully that made sense. Now let's see, you got this time 2 oracle cards because you think you're special like Virgo, because it's Virgo season, and they got 2 oracle cards, but Spirit really wanted both of them, so I took them for you, Aquarius, okay? So this is from the Rebecca Campbell Starseed Oracle deck. Okay, so the first one you got is really cool. It's called Star Brothers, and we see this man here in the center of the card, and there's this like Egyptian kind of bird statue behind him, and then there's also a falcon bird on each side of the statue as well. Okay, but this represents Horus energy, the Egyptian god Horus. It talks about protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. Okay, remember how we talked about support system? So I will put that with the Three of Staves and also the Emperor. And then I'll show it to you by itself too, just because it's a beautiful card. And usually a lot of this deck has mostly women, so I like to see when they have the men as well. Alright, so very nice here, Aquarius. Star Brothers, right? Horus energy. If you feel guided and you want to know more about Horus, definitely check him out. He's one of my favorites in the Egyptian pantheon, if you want to call it that, which it is, right? So I have a lot of, well, I have a huge tapestry in my bedroom that has Horus on it, and so he was the god of writing as well. So a lot of people who are writers kind of, you know, go towards him, okay? But Horus is also connected with the Greek god Hermes, and that's my dog's name, right? So anyway, I really like Horus, but let's go to your second oracle card here, Aquarius. All right, so this one, someone else got this card too. I can't remember who it was, but anyway, could be something to do with collective unconscious or the astrology, or it's just another message similar that wanted to come out for you. Okay, but we see these three women on the beach, and there's one in the front, one in the middle, and one in the back. And then there's these giant kind of pillars of earth and some trees growing throughout. All right, but the name of the card is called Trust the Timing, okay? And it says, trust the wave you came in on, and it says time is not running out. And there's a little rainbow in the background there as well. So really beautiful card. Nice message for all of us at any time, right? To kind of tap into also Mercury retrograde, right? So we are still going to be in Mercury retrograde till about September 15th, but we have a lot of other planets going into retrograde or coming out all towards the end of the year. So for me, when I see time is not running out, it's also something to do with the seasons, and it depends on, you know, of course, where you are in the world. But here in the US, right, eventually in the next couple of months, it's winter time, and so you're going to turn inward and things are going to slow down. But it's like, even if they slow down and you're riding this wave, Aquarius, it's saying that time is not running out. It's just that's the way the timing is supposed to be. Okay, that's kind of how I interpret it, but again, take it how it may resonate for you. All right, but yes, that is your reading, dear Aquarius. So I will be uploading your photo in just a few moments. So again, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can just go to Facebook and look up Malessea Magic Light. That's the name of my channel here on YouTube. And I go by Malessea when I do my readings. And so once you see this video posted on there, it'll be the first or second comment. And it's just for some people who want to check out all the cards again all together. You don't have to, of course. But what else? Yeah, I think that's it. Again, thank you to everybody who likes and subscribes and shares this video. They're all great free ways to support the channel here. So if you want to subscribe and you haven't yet, it just notifies you when I put out new readings, and you just hit the subscribe button and all that good stuff. So anyway, I'm going to take a break, and then I will be coming back with Pisces and Aries next. Alright, so see you guys later and take care. Alright, bye.